but I've been I've been doing a lot of different stuffs, working on some project, but the way the tutor explained it is like wow, like in fact some you are trying to answer a question, but you don't even know the question you want to answer sometimes. You are just like, since maybe I'm new to it. But I think the process, the what is it called? The way they take the courses and also the graphics for the video, it was just wow. It's very clear and it's very what is it called? They did it in so it's very comprehensive. So it's just saying a big thank you to Amdari and everyone. Even in the group, there's this community support that whenever you have challenge, everybody, someone that has done that, what is it called? Someone that is doing this project which provides solution. So that is just what I have to say.
All right, thank you so much, David, for that. So I'll take more people. Let me go over to Candy. Hi, Candy. If you don't want to talk, you can type. Yeah.
Hello, good
Hi,
evening,
Candy.
everyone. And
Good evening.
I'm Kehinde. Um, I sincerely want to first of all thank Amdari for organizing this challenge. As someone who transitioned into tech last year, I've been trying to create a niche for myself, and over time, I try a lot of data sets to work with, and to be sincere, and I joined a digital marketing training about maybe a few weeks ago, and I find so much interest in working with a marketing data set, and I've been trying to just check around to see where I can find a marketing data set to work with. It was about the same time a friend told me about Amdari, and I said, oh, let's jump on this. I know it has been a beautiful challenge for me, and I've been able to hone my skills in digital marketing, putting what I've learned in that digital marketing class into use. And as I love the sense of community in that group, and as the leader of the night crawlers, I want to say a very big thank you to my people for always coming to make the good lively in the evening. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
All right. It's so good to hear from the leader of the night crawlers. Like I said, I definitely monitor all the engagements and I see how active people are during that late hour, which is very good to see. Again, the community was built with an intention, right? It was built so people can grow together. We want to foster that sense of community growth. So you don't learn in isolation. While you're learning and building in public, you're also building a network of people that you can grow together with. This category of people can even become people who recommend and refer you. Sorry, please. This category of people become people who recommend and refer you. So it's very important to also make sure that you nurture the relationship you're building on the community. And after the challenge, we're not closing the group or anything. It doesn't stop. In fact, if anything, we want it to keep growing, right? We want to hear success stories from this group. We want to see people who would get jobs that they've probably
All right. We just have a little issue with the internet. Sorry, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. If you can hear me well, just give me a thumbs up. All right, fantastic. Okay. All right, thank you very much. I'm just gonna get a. Okay, yes. I'm only. Do you want to wrap?
yes, sorry.
Okay. I
Yes,
think that was
yes,
just
I'm
a little.
wrapping up. Yes, sorry. That was my network. Okay, so I'll be handing over shortly to Ifemena Ipro. So what we have for today, I'll just give us like an overview. So we are having the employability training session, obviously, where we talk about LinkedIn optimization and how to get remote jobs, where to look, how to go about applying for them. We're also going to be announcing the hiring partners that we have on board. We mentioned this at the start of the competition, we are going to be placing people on we're going to be helping people get internship placements, right? So the hiring partners that we have on board, we're going to be announcing them. Then the leaderboard tracking as well. We'll take a look at that. We don't have the final leaderboard yet because the competition ends tomorrow. But let's just have like an overview of what we have done so far. Then again, I am hosting this alongside the co-founder of Amdari Ant Analytics. That's my boss, Ifemena Ipro. Which I'll be handing over to him shortly to do justice to the session. Hello, sir. Good evening.
All right, good evening, Amomi. Thanks a lot for that. Appreciate your time. And hello to everybody on the call. Okay, thanks for joining the session today. And I promise you, it's going to be an exciting one. I want a little bit of energy, guys. Okay, so it's going to be an exciting session. And if this is something that majority of people don't know the benefit of what we're going to be discussing today, but that's the essence of you joining the community. That's the essence of you joining the team. Okay, and I'll try my best to ensure that everybody's carried along in today's session. So I literally just need about 1 hour of your time maximum, just about 1 hour of your time. And that 1 hour would likely change the way you see things, the way you do things, and let's move on from there. Okay, Ramon, please, do you want to stop sharing so I can share my screen real quick? All right. I would like to know where you guys are joining from. Okay, I would like to know where you guys are joining from. Where are you joining from? Are you in Lagos? Are you in Nigeria? Are you in Canada? Are you in South Africa? Are you in Ghana? Where are you guys joining from? Just put it in the chat. Let's see. All right, I have Nigeria. Okay. Lagos. Okay, that's good. Where else? Let me see. Majority of people, Lagos, Abuja. Seems like we have a mini party for Lagos, Armenia. Okay, I have someone from Owerri. Okay, Kasmer. Kasmer has been leading 2 weeks back, almost back to back now. Lagos, Kaduna, Lagos, Canada. Oh, it's good to have you here, Aminat. Obi, Lagos. We have about 66 people on the call. We have about 60 people on the call. So where are you guys joining from? Put it in the chat. Let me see. Put it in the chat. I want to see where you guys are joining from, okay? While we get started. All right, put it in the chat. I want to see where you are joining from today, to this day. All right. Thank you very much, guys. So today we're going to be discussing two critical areas, okay, which is LinkedIn optimization and where to apply for remote jobs. How many of you are excited about this? How many of you want to, first of all, LinkedIn optimization on one hand, then the other hand, you're going to be discussing remote job opportunities. Now, if you want remote job opportunity, I want you to put a one in the chat. Let me see the people I'm talking to in today's session. I want to see the people I'm talking to in today's session. Just put a one, just type a one, number one in the chat. That's what I want to see. So if you're with me, you want to optimize your LinkedIn profile and you want to get remote job opportunities in data analytics, data science, data engineering, I want you to type a one, number one in the chat. Let me see. Put a one in the chat. It seems like people don't know how to use Google Meet. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, I can see the ones coming in now. Or maybe it's my network. Okay. Yeah, I can see all the ones. Oh, okay, fantastic, fantabulous. Okay. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's get started without wasting too much time. Like I said, I just want 1 hour of your time today. Okay. And that 1 hour, you'll see how impactful it will be to you. All I need you to do is listen. You don't need to practicalize. You don't need to do anything. Just listen. The session is recorded and you will gain access to the recording. Okay. So the materials, everything that we use in this particular session will be made available to you. All right. So my name is Ifemena Ipro. Okay. I am the co-founder of Amdari. Okay. And the sole purpose for Amdari, I would link it up together so you understand exactly what we're doing today. The sole purpose of we starting Amdari is because we have been in the learner. I have been a learner before. Okay. And we that you see up there, that you say you think that we have good experience, we've worked with Fortune 500 organization. We started as beginners at one point in our life. Okay. So when I started learning data analytics, data science, data engineering, okay, there was one prevalent issue that I had, which was I needed to work on projects. So the first job, my first data career was in business intelligence, okay? But I wanted to do something in data science. I wanted to get a job in data science. I wanted to work. I wanted to do more machine learning, predictive analytics, and all that. So, do I have to go to school to go learn it? Okay, that was a major challenge. Okay, do I have to go back to school to go and learn data science in order for me to become a data scientist? Or I already work in business intelligence. I mean, okay, so at that point in time, I just wanted to work on projects. It was just projects I needed to work on. And there was not a single place. Okay. So you go to places like Kaggle, Google to go and get data sets, but you find out that you don't know what to do. You've never done it before, so you kind of struggle, or you just do anything you feel like you're doing, and you go about your day, and that's it. Okay, so it wasn't very impactful going to just go and look for data and play with the data. So that was one challenge that I had. Okay, that majority of professionals that you see out there that we all have. Okay, so we're looking at building a platform where you can gain experience by working on projects. So you don't need to go back to school, you don't need to do any other thing, just work on projects, and that will build your experience in that particular domain. Okay. So, and for people that you see people that have, a lot of the guys I spoke earlier, you'd say that that's the notion that they're coming in. Okay. I've learned these skills. How do I use it in the real life examples? How do I use it in real life experience? Okay. So those are the things that we talked about. Now you see how all these things still tie back, how it ties back to your LinkedIn optimization and your remote job out of when you're applying for remote jobs, how it plays a crucial role in when you are applying for jobs. Okay, so we're going to be talking about key strategies to landing your tech job fast. Okay, the key thing there is not you just get how fast can you get the job. LinkedIn optimization would help you significantly. Okay, so if you hear the word LinkedIn optimization, what does it mean? What does it stand for? Let me break it down to you a little bit. Okay, so when you want to buy, for the ladies, you want to buy human hair, what do? You either go on Google and you type in human hair salon close by. Okay, you go to Google to search for this, and Google will recommend the best results to you. Okay, the closest one to you, the best one that's based on comment, based on research. They'll do all the work, and they'll provide you with the best results. Okay, here are the top 5. Here are the 5 best saloon for you to get this kind of results. Correct. For the guys also, where do we have the best hangout spots? If you are traveling, maybe you just travel to Dubai or any country in the world, okay, and you find out, okay, where are the top 5 spots for me to chill, for me to hang out. They'll give you the top 5. They'll give you results that best suits that your search, okay, what you're looking for. All right, so we all know how Google works. Whenever Google is recommending something to you, it is based on certain level of criteria that those things are taken. So how effective, how reviews, comments, and so on and so forth. So it's looking at all that and it's recommending those searches to you. Now that's the same thing with LinkedIn optimization. Okay, so LinkedIn also works in that same manner in the sense that if a recruiter is looking or an employer is looking to hire a data analyst, what would they do? They'll go on LinkedIn and search data analyst in that particular geographical location. Now, the key question you need to ask yourself is, if a recruiter goes online to search for data analyst, would your profile appear? Would your profile appear? Would LinkedIn recommend you, as a top 5, top 10, top 20, people that you should look out for? Now that's LinkedIn optimization. That's what you gain from LinkedIn optimization. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Discussing actionable steps that you need to take, nobody else, not me, not among me, you personally. 5 steps that you need to take in order for you to optimize your LinkedIn profile to get it up to the standard of whenever somebody searches for a certain skill set, you would be recommended by LinkedIn. All right. So the goal there is for you to when you're sleeping, your profile is doing the work. Your profile is doing the work. So whenever somebody is searching for something, the profile is being recommended. It opens the more people, the more eyeballs you get on your profile, the more the opportunities you're going to get. Okay, the more eyeballs you get, the more eyeballs in the sense that the more people see your profile, the more the opportunities you're likely going to get. And that's the essence of you building in public also. And that's the essence of we doing the 21-day challenge. All right. You will notice that people that are consistent in the 21-day challenge would have seen a significant uptick in people looking at their profile. Now you don't know who is looking at your profile. Okay, and that's where we're coming to LinkedIn optimization. So we'll link everything together. Okay, so all I need you to do today is get a pen, get a jotter, and jot things down. So you can do what? Take things out of the session. Do you get me? So all you need is get a pen, get a jotter, jot things down so you can take things out of this session. But yeah, my neck is spinning already. All right. All right, let's go into the session again. Let's go into the session. So when you're talking about LinkedIn, okay, when you're talking about your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn profile, there are 5 stages of strength to your LinkedIn profile. I'm pretty sure majority of you probably see this and overlook it. Okay, I was in your shoes before. Don't worry, I understand. You just go on LinkedIn and you'll see a pop-up on the top of your profile telling you to add something, take this, add that. Those things are very, very important for you to rank when people search. Okay, it's very important for you to rank when people search. So there are 5 stages. Number 1 is a beginner. Number 2 is intermediate. Number 3 is advanced. Number 4 is expert, and number 5 is all-star. Number 5 is all-star. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert, and all-star. Now, these are the 5 levels. Now, if you go to your LinkedIn profile, you would likely see it. Okay, it's literally going to be there. So I'm just going to be using my own profile today as, I don't have any other person's profile to use. I'll use my profile. So if you go to, if you go to LinkedIn, you sign in, you do the normal sign in. Okay, all right. You go to me, and you see view profile. Click on view profile. Okay. You don't need to pay for LinkedIn Premium. Don't worry. You don't need that. You see after today's session, you'll see the things that you need to do to rank better. Okay. Now, so this is your profile, and you'll see here, what's the status here? All-star. Okay. So you want to get to all-star. That's the key thing for you. You need to get to all-star. So your targets, if not for anything, you need to get to it's very easy. I'm going to tell you how to get to all-star, and I'll tell you the benefit of getting to all-star. Okay, so you want to get to that benefit of getting to all-star. Okay, so what you're going to do today is, or what are the benefits? What are the key benefits you get from, the all-star profile? Now, it's only all-star you need to care about. If you have beginner, is useless. Intermediate, not useful. Advanced, absolutely also not useful. Expert, I would say for 20% useful. All-star is where you need to get to, not want. You need to get to all-star. Okay. Now, why is all-star very important? Why is it important for you to get to? Number 1, all-star profiles are 40 times more likely to be contacted about job opportunities. Now, that's talking about eyeballs. Okay, when I say eyeballs, like what Nigerians will say, koro eyes. Okay, the more eyes, the more traffic that comes to your profile, the more opportunities you're going to get. Okay, the more eyes that gets to your profile, the more the opportunities. Okay, and that's exactly what you see here. All-star profiles are 40 times more likely to be contacted about job opportunities. Now, you see a lot of people, I'm not going to go to my DMs, but if I show you my private chat, apart from what other people that are looking to transition and all that, you'll see a lot of recruiters will send a message, a lot of investors, a lot of people within the tech ecosystem sending a message about certain opportunities, certain things that I need to get myself acquainted with, and so on. Now, if you don't get messages from recruiters, there's something we call emails on LinkedIn. They call it emails. This is where recruiters actually use to cold email potential clients. Cold emails. Okay, the way you send cold emails to like a recruiter to tell them, oh, I'm currently looking for a job, these are my skill set and so on. Recruiters do the same thing. Okay, recruiters also hunt people on LinkedIn. So who are the people that they don't? The people that they see. Okay, and that's talking about the eyeballs. Okay, so get to All Star. You are 40 times. Do you know what 40 times means? Okay, 40 times more likely to be contacted about job opportunities. Number two is um and they have 18x more likely to show up in search results. Okay, 18 times, or 18x, 18 times more likely to show up in search results. So you see, when a recruiter or an employer, sometimes you find out that majority of the job posts that you see online, I would say they just account to about 40% of the job opportunities. Okay, so when you go on LinkedIn, okay, you go on LinkedIn and you say, oh, I am looking for a job, and I go to jobs and I look and I come here to search for a job. Okay, the jobs that you see here only account to about 40% of the job opportunities within your location. And I'll tell you why. Now, take for example, currently I'm recruiting for someone in Canada. Okay, I'm looking for a data analyst, or I'm looking for a data scientist in Canada. I don't need, I have a startup of about maybe like 15, 20 people. Okay, do I need to job? Do I want to go through the stress of recruiting, putting an ad out and telling almost 500 people to apply for the job? Then I would, shortlist 3 people out of the 500. Then I'll interview the people I want to interview. No, that's a lot of stress. So let me tell you what recruiters, okay, would do, because I have worked with recruiters. Okay, what they would do is then, if I own the company, Amdari is looking to hire a data scientist. What would happen is I would talk to the recruiter, tell the recruiter I need a data analyst. The recruiter will go and do what? Head hunt. Okay, it's only when head hunting doesn't work that's when you see the job post outside. It's only when head hunting doesn't work. If they cold email several people or they search several people, they don't get the people. That is when you see the ad. Okay, so you see how it has gotten to getting the ad. Sometimes people actually just go ahead to do the ad when you go to jobs, you see the job posts and all that. So 18 times more likely to appear in search results. So the whole essence of all this optimization, it goes back to that number one thing I said earlier. The more eyeballs your profiles get, the more your opportunities. Okay. So we doing this challenge was not just for the fun of it. Okay, it was for you personally, not us, to get traffic to your profiles. Okay, to get eyeballs to your profile. And now we're talking about LinkedIn optimization. So if you have an optimized LinkedIn, you get more eyeballs, the more your opportunities. You see how everything is tying up together. All right. So now let's move on to the next thing. Let's move on. So All Star is the stage you need to be at. Now the key question is, how do you get to 5 All Star? We'll talk about that. The good news is the good news for you is that only 51% of LinkedIn users have fully completed profiles. 51% of LinkedIn globally, okay, not in Nigeria, not in Africa, not in the UK, not in Canada. Literally every user is just about 51% of LinkedIn users that have a fully completed profile. Now, let's take a quick one. How many of you have All-Star on your profile? That's the key question I want to ask you. How many of you? And that's where you see this 51% is very good. Okay, it's quite accurate. How many of you have All-Star? Only Onyechuku, okay, Onyechuku and Evelyn, okay? All right, maybe you would have a few people. You can't say everybody doesn't have an All-Star profile, okay? But you will find out that if you don't have, another person doesn't have, your colleagues in the office don't have All-Star, people don't take it seriously. So, the only thing that you need to do is just to get All-Star, okay? And I'll tell you how to get that. So there are 9 things that you need to do. 9 very simple things. Not technical. You don't need to do anything too technical. 9 things, okay, that you need to do to get All-Star. Number 1, high quality profile picture and cover photo. Number 1, okay. Number 1, high quality profile picture and cover photo. Number two is your headline equals to your title plus the value you provide. Okay? Your headline is what? Your title, your job title with the value that you provide, that other people cannot provide, that you personally provide. Number three, keywords in LinkedIn about section. We'll talk about that in a few seconds, okay? We'll talk about that. Number four, add 5 skills correctly to your profile. Number four is add 5 skills. Number five is use a custom LinkedIn URL. Number six is add an up-to-date industry and location. Number seven, add at least 3 positions to your work experience. Number eight, add your education to your profile. And number nine, connect with 50 people. Okay, at least 50 people, 50 plus people. Now, number nine is the easiest. I think the majority of us would have connected to more than 50 people already. Okay, so that's that. By the way, I think majority of us have ticked that to a very large extent. It's quite easy to attain in a day. Search people around you, search your friends of your friend. LinkedIn will always recommend people to you. So use those recommendations to connect to more people. All right, and make it an habit of connecting with people with likes very similar, either the same job title or within the same industry. Connect with people with that within that particular domain, because the more eyeballs the more when you send out a post, when you post something, the people that would see first are going to be your connections. Okay, so you want to connect with people, recruitment partners within the tech space. You want to connect with top industry leaders, people that are people that you look up to within the tech space. Okay, so connect with these people so that when you are making posts consistently, use people, these people will get to see you more, all right, and take you seriously. Now, number eight is add education to your profile. Also, pretty easy for you to do. I'm not going to waste my time on number 6, 7, and 8 because those are pretty easy stuff to do. Okay. Now, add at least 3 positions in your work experience. If you have experience, fine. If you don't have experience, try to work up on something. Okay. Either you worked with your father, you worked with your mother, you did an internship, or you did some work for somebody. Just create those experiences and put them on your profile. We'll talk about that in a few seconds, okay? Then add industry and location, okay? If you're enjoying yourself, guys, I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if you are enjoying yourself so far. If you're enjoying yourself so far, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Let me see. I like carrying people along, okay? So I want to see the people I'm carrying along. Okay. All right, so okay, I can see the ones rolling in. Okay, fantastic. All right, so I'm going to stick to 5 critical aspects for LinkedIn optimization. These are the 5 key ones that you want to take very seriously. Okay, so that's the 5 that is boxed in the yellow outline. Okay, so moving on to now, number 1 is the first thing before you start to make all these updates. Okay, before we start to do all the updating that you need to do, I will need you to turn off. It's better you turn it off because people will just know that you are updating your profile. You can turn it on afterwards, no doubt. Okay, but I would want you to turn off share profile update with your network. So you see those people that when they get a new job and they update their profile, immediately it goes out as a post that, oh, this person has updated their profile. This person has updated their picture. This person has updated their. So you're going to be doing a lot of updates on your profile, and you don't want irrelevant. You don't want to be posting stuff that are not very relevant. Okay, so what you want to do is turn off your profile update with your network. So I'll show you how to do that. The steps are there already, but I'll still show you practically how you can do that. So you'll see the steps there. Go to your profile, click on settings and privacy, click on visibility, scroll to the bottom and click on share profile updates with your network, then turn it off. So any update that you make is not alerting people around you or your network, okay, or your followers and all that. They don't need to see all that, okay. So what you want to do, turn it off, okay, turn it off. So like myself, mine is permanently turned off, okay. It's not necessary, you don't need to do that. I just do it. So what you want to do is click on me, you'll see settings and privacy. That's where you want to go to. Click on settings and privacy. You would see visibility. All right, scroll to the bottom, just like you have it on the staff. Scroll to the bottom and click on share profile update with your network. So scroll to the bottom. When you click on visibility, scroll to the bottom, share profile update with your network. Then you see turn it off. Okay, so by default it should be on. So whenever you're making an update on your profile, it updates everybody in your network. Oh, I just got a job. Oh, I just got a certification. Oh, I just finished the project. Oh, all those things. Yeah, if you finish your project, fine. But that's, like I said, this is profile updates. Okay, when we get there, we'll talk about. Okay, so share profile edits. You say we notify them profile changes such as new job, education, certification, profile video, blah blah blah, everything. Please just turn it on so that you don't get people just turning muting you. Muting your notifications. All right. So that's what you want to do first. You can turn it on later at the end of your stuff after you've updated. So now number one is create a profile picture and a cover photo. You have to look professional. So if you took a selfie and you're using a selfie at the moment as your profile picture, LinkedIn doesn't work like Instagram or TikTok or any other profile. No, it doesn't work that way. It has to be professional. Okay, it has to be professional. So ensure you have a professional headshot. Okay, a professional headshot. So is it that you go to a photo studio to take a picture, okay? Or you could do one in the house. Okay, I know quite a number of guys. I know a lot of people that do just take your Samsung. I would say Samsung first before iPhone. Okay, take your Samsung. Take your Samsung first, or your any phone you have. Really, it could be Infinix, anything. You could take a picture of the house. Okay, and you could use remove background and Canva to edit your photos. Okay, to edit your photos. You can do it yourself. So you don't need, if you take a picture in the house, you could use remove background to remove all the dirt or all the things in the background. So you took a picture of your sitting room. So you have the chairs, the table, your television, all in the background. You could use remove background, okay, to remove background from the pictures. So you have just you in the picture. And then you could use Canva to make edit. Okay, so what I've done, because I'm not a photo editor, okay, okay, I've linked a YouTube video that would show you how you can actually do it. Okay, and there are quite a number of AI tools. Canva has an AI element that would help you change your profile, your picture into a professional headshot. Okay, so there are AI features that you could actually use. So what I've done is to link the YouTube video to show you how to do this. Okay, so you see it here. The title here is Seven Free Headshot Generator for Professional Headshot. So there are quite a number of AI tools that would help you do that. So the videos here would teach you how to do it. You don't want to look animated, okay? Please don't use AI and start looking like you look like a cartoon. No, you want it to look real, okay? You want to look real. You want it to look professional. Very important. Okay, so quite a number of them. Please go there, watch the videos, select anyone that you prefer, then use. Ensure that you have that professional, headshot in your picture. And also the cover letter, the cover photo, which is more or less like your, give me a second, just going to show you. All right, I'm just going to go back. So you have the profile picture here, okay? Mine is just a white background. I don't need anything else. So white background, you could use any background. Some people use different colors. It really doesn't matter as long as there is nothing in the background or it is plain better. All right. So you see this also. You have your background photo. Get something on Canva. Canva has quite a number of features that would help you with your background photo. So mine is just learn with Ife. I've been training for a very long time. So, and I think training is something I love to do. So anything training, speaking events, anything around that, that's my forte. All right, and that's what I love to do. So that's why you have learn with Ife, never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. Okay, so I love learning, I love teaching, I love impacting people. So you that you're a data analyst, man, everything I have to do your background there, your background photo should be about data, how you're a data professional, how you make sense of data. Come up with something, okay, for yourself, a brand, a brand identity for yourself. So, when people come to your profile, they see that, oh, you love data, you're a data professional. Okay, so it could be anything, it could be any other career paths, but these are the ones that we currently run with Amdari. So that's the reason why I'm using more data. Okay, so use Canva. Canva is the best place to go to get the background photo. So if you go to Canva, give me a second. Canva, I think I should have a yes. Okay, sorry, not page maker. So just go to Canva, create a profile. You don't need to pay for it. Okay, you don't need to pay for Canva. It's free. You have some flexibility with what do you call it with the free version. Okay, so you can do quite a lot even with the free version. So search your content and Canva. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for a LinkedIn banner. So you see it here, LinkedIn banner. That's all you need to do. Just search for it. Click on LinkedIn banner. Okay, you'll see quite a number. You'll see quite a number of LinkedIn banners in there. So there are quite a number of them. So you can see this Morgan Maxwell, senior constructor as contractor. You can put data analyst. You can put your email, whatever you want people to contact you. Okay, so you see quite a number of banners in there. Okay. So take anyone that resonates with you. This one has a picture there. Your profile picture already has a picture, so you don't need to stress yourself. Just look for something that is a tad bit more impactful, I would say. Okay, so anything technology based, put it there. Data, just look for banner. The same thing with your profile picture. You can literally use Canva for all your photo editing and all that. So, like I said, you can just go on YouTube, quite a number of videos that would help you with how to edit, how to do all those things. But it's imperative for you to have high quality profile photos and a cover photo, which is what we call the background photo. Okay, now your headline equals your title plus the value you provide. So now I'm going to show you something real quick. So you see, if I go on LinkedIn now and I search, okay, data analyst Nigeria. All right. So I'm looking for data analysts in Nigeria. I'm going to go to people and let's see people's profile. Okay. So you see here now, Gershon Chadney. This is one of the guys that won 10 Analytics. He won an what do you call it? Hackathon. So I think it was last year. I think about last year thereabouts. So you see, data analysts are NGEX, data analytics research for Nigeria and the Nigerian diaspora. So next one person again, analyst at institute, just data manager. You see everybody, data analyst, AI researcher, so on and so forth. Okay. Toby, cybersecurity analyst. We have Jude, data analyst, data engineer, data analyst, data. You see, there is pretty much almost the same thing, just the job title, just the job title. Okay, so what you want to add to yours is the job title, the title, which is data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, whatever the case may be, plus the value that you personally provide. Okay, that other people, not a lot of people are adding values to their profile. Okay, so if you take a look at mine, yeah, I'm not saying you should copy my own, but you can make sense of your own, or IL businesses make sense of data. Okay, I've worked with companies, add value in sense that I have built models, machine learning models to help businesses scale better. Okay, quite a number. You can add those things, the value that you provide. So you see, mine is like I'm into tech entrepreneurship. Okay, so you see, tech entrepreneur with a drive to upskill African talent in tech. That's the goal for me. So that's the value that I provide. Okay, so building analytics and Amdari, entrepreneur with drive to upskill African talent in tech. That's the value that I provide. So in order for you to do yours, okay, just click on the button here. You see the pen icon. Click on this. All right, you see your first name and all those things that you need to provide. So you see here, headline. You see this headline, all right? Building analytics and Amdari. Tech entrepreneur with drive to upskill African talents in tech. Okay, that's it. For you, you could do the same thing. You don't need to use a forward slash. You could use a slash. You could use an iPhone. Literally, it's your. It doesn't take anything from you. Okay, so if you are more prone to businesses in Nigeria, put Nigeria, helping Nigerian businesses use make sense of their data, blah blah blah. So you see when recruiters search, okay, and they see your headline is likely that will be the first thing they will read. Like I searched earlier, okay. When I searched data analyst in Nigeria, okay, those are the set. That's your headline is the first thing they'll see. You see, that's the headline. This headline is what you want to make sense of. Okay, so ensure that you have your headline in these formats, your title and the value that you provide. Okay, so other people are not doing it doesn't mean it's useless. Put it in your profile because if they search for data analyst, it's still going to show. But the only thing that's going to be different is the value that you provide. Okay, so those are the things you want to do. So now, different people use LinkedIn. I'm going to say this again. Different people use LinkedIn profiles for so many things. I am not using my LinkedIn profile to apply for jobs. I'm not using LinkedIn to apply for jobs or to look out for job opportunities. All right. I'm looking more for partnership. So it's still the same profile. I still have a LinkedIn profile, but I'm looking more towards working with businesses, consulting businesses and, making more impact, getting people to notice me for impact and so on and so forth. Now, it's still a profile. You would likely use your own profile to apply for jobs. I've used my own profile to apply for jobs, okay, in the past, okay? Now, it's still the same profile, okay? The goal of link optimization and all these things that we're talking about is to drive relevant traffic to you even when you are sleeping. So even when you are not working, even if you're in the kitchen, you're cooking, you're sleeping, you're eating, you are doing whatever else you're doing, your profile is doing the work for you. Okay, your profile is attracting more people to you. That's what you want to do. Okay, so you see your tagline, data analyst at whatever organization you're working in. It's not enough. Add your tagline. So when people see your profile, data analyst at this organization, I help African businesses make sense of data, turn the data into insight. I leverage this and this to build this. Put the value in order for you to stand out. That's the key thing that you need to do. All right. Now, moving on to the next thing. Okay. Keywords in LinkedIn about section. Keywords, very important. Like I mentioned it earlier at the start of the session. LinkedIn optimization, LinkedIn searches works like Google search. Okay, LinkedIn search works like Google search. So what you want to do today is ensure that you have the keywords people are looking out for. Now, how do you get the keywords people are looking out for? Very simple. I'm going to teach you. So I'm going to be using a word cloud generator. We call it a word cloud generator. So I'm going to go to my browser. Okay, I'm going to search for, monkey learn. Yes, monkey learn. One word. Monkey learn word cloud generator. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. Free word cloud generator. I'm going to click on this, and it's going to open up this stuff here. So what I want to do now is I will open up a blank Word document. Okay, I'll open up a blank Word document. I will open up a blank Word document. Give me a second. Okay, so this is a blank Word document. Okay. All right. So what I'll do now, I'll go and I'll search for, let's try data science this time around so that we are more diverse in our examples. Okay. Data scientist. So I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for job roles. Okay. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm looking for jobs. So let's say data scientist, and I'm looking for jobs. Okay. So there are quite a number of data science roles that are in here. Okay. So you have lead data scientists, you have data scientists, you have data scientists. So what I want to do is I'll click on the first one. And what I want to do is I'll take position overview. I'll take it all the way to the bottom and I'll copy it. Control C to copy. I'll copy the entire description. I'll go to the Word document and I'll paste it in there. I'll paste it. So this is job number 1. I'll go again, look for another job role. Okay. About the job, I'll start from, the job role, about the job. Okay. Start from the beginning and I'll take it again to the end of the job description. I'll copy it, go to my Word document, paste it. That's the second job that I'm copying and pasting. I'll think about, I'll take another one. Let's say this one again, innovate. So the role, I'll start from here and I'll take it to the bottom. Okay. I'll take it to the bottom. Okay. Go to Word document again, paste it. Job number 3. So I'll do this at least 10 times. The more you have, the better for you. So if you can get 20 done, you can get 30. The more you have, the better. The more accurate you're going to be. Okay. So let me just do one more for the sake of time. Okay. So about your role, I'm going to take it from the top and I'll take it to the bottom. Okay. And I'll take it to the bottom, copy it, and I will go to this and I'll paste it in here. Now, what I want to do now is, you see all the rows, all the rows that I have copied and pasted, all the ones I just got. I will Control A. I would select everything from top to bottom. Okay, I'll select everything from top to bottom. I would copy it, everything, copy everything. I've copied everything. You see it here from top to bottom. I'll copy everything. Okay, and I'll come to my what do I call it? To my word cloud generator. I'll come here, click into the box, paste it. Now, why am I doing this? Okay, why am I doing this? Why am I just getting like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 rows? Why am I doing this way? Okay, I would explain when you see it now. We're looking for keywords. Remember, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for keywords. That's what we're looking for. So I'll generate cloud. So it's processing all the text, okay, and it is giving me keywords that people are looking out for. Okay, so you find out that let's say frequency, based on frequency, based on relevance, and you can continue to increase the word itself. Okay, so you can make quite a number of adjustments to it to see what you're looking for. Okay, so you see, what are these guys looking for? They're looking for people that have experience. So experience is very important if you're trying to get into the role of data science. Okay, now you also have data science role. I'm coming. Let me just increase. Why is this loading without? Okay. Looking for something. Let me use another. I'm wondering. I think I'm using the free version, so it's not giving me all the things I need. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to use another word cloud generator. Sorry. I'll use another word cloud generator, which is Jason Davis. I'll link it also. I'll create a link for you guys. Jason Davis, word cloud generator. This is one I'm more comfortable with. So Jason Davis, okay. Let's use Jason Davis. What I'll do is copy this again, copy the entire list, and paste it inside the text box that you have there provided. And I'm going to click on go. So now this gives me keywords when recruiters are posting about a job in that particular region. Now, my job search was data scientist in the United Kingdom. So I got 5 job roles. Okay, currently I think I did 4 job roles. I just selected them random. Okay, copied all the 4 rows, put them together in my word cloud generator. Okay, and this has given me 250 words that stood out, that were repeated consistently. Okay, 250 words that add high frequency. But you see, the bigger the word, the more relevant it is. So if you look at this now, and you can always reduce it. Let's reduce it to like the top 50 words, okay, that people are talking about, okay, that people use, or what, when recruiters are posting online, when they want to create a job post, what are the keywords that they usually put? So that's what I'm telling you now. The more job roles that you have, the better for you. So if you can actually copy like 30, 40, and use it in creating this stuff, it will make sense. It means that you have a more robust, job number of jobs that is going to be using as keywords. Okay, so now you can see experience is very, very key in anything that you're doing. So experience is very ensure that even when you're creating your profile, the things that when you're putting the taglines, experience in learning, deploying, experiencing, ensure those keywords are there. Okay, so you see modeling. Okay, so that's data modeling, predictive analytics, dealing with stakeholders, statistical modeling, environmental scientists, engineering, data driven, the concepts, different concepts, maybe the data science concept, machine learning, and so on and so forth. So you see all the keywords. So the more job roles that you're able to get, the more robust your keywords are. Now, the reason why we're using job post is because you want now recruiters you they look for is recruiters that would likely would come to your platform. So what are we looking for? We're looking for keywords that they are constantly using so that when they search for those things, your profile will appear. Does it make sense? They add up together. Okay, so that's what you're trying to do. So I think I would prefer the word cloud Jason Davids. I would say you should use the Jason Davids rather than the monkey learn. I think that you need to subscribe to get more features. All right, but Jason Davids is a fantastic one. I've always been using this. Okay, all right. So that's how you get the keywords recruiters are using. That's how you get the keywords recruiters are using. All right. So if you're enjoying yourself so far, I know I've been talking for the past almost 1 hour now. Okay, but let me see who are people that are following me. Oli Olamilekon. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Let me see the thumbs up. Give me okay, one. I can see one in the chat outside. All right, David Efe. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So keywords, very important. Okay. So when recruiters go online and search, you want to appear. When they say one, you want to come out. When they say two, you want to come out. So the more keywords, the more job roles that you're able to extract keywords from, the better for your profile. Remember, all you're trying to do is drive eyeballs to your profile for people to see what you're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. All right. So the next part is add 5 skills correctly to your profile. 5 skills. Now, even from the keywords, you would know the kind of skills people are looking out for. So if it's data engineering, what are they looking for? ETL development, Azure, AWS, GCP, data modeling, whatever it is, you will find out from those things that we just did, the thing that we just did, in what cloud we generated, you would see what recruiters and what employers are looking for. So those are the things, number one, you want to learn. Okay. So if you don't know how to do it before, go and learn it. Okay. Put it on your profile. Okay. Add 5 skills to your profile. Now, pro tip that I need to know, the pro tip that you need to take home from today's session is LinkedIn will only factor in skills that you have at least one endorsement. One endorsement. So if you say you're a data analyst and you know how to do, let's say you know how to use Tableau, or you know how to do data analysis, or you know how to do data modeling, and you put it on your profile, and there is not a single endorsement, they don't give it to you. All right, you don't get eyeballs, you don't appear in searches for that particular skill. Okay, so if you add a skill to your skill section and it doesn't have any endorsement, you won't appear in the search results for that skill. That's the way it works. So don't think that, oh, I've added data analysis, data visualization, data modeling, data wrangling, machine learning, statistical modeling to my profile. If you don't have an endorsement, you don't get it. You don't get appear. You don't get the eyeballs. You don't get the result. You don't get to appear in the search result for that skill. Okay. So what you want to do today is we have a huge platform of people. Okay. So you might want to connect to one another and get yourself endorsed okay, by your colleagues, by your friends, and so on. You can get endorsement. It's free of charge. Nobody has to pay for it. And that's on the platform currently, we have well over 800 people. So if you reach out to 5, 10 people, guys, I want you guys to endorse me in this particular skill set, and so on. And it's quite easy to do on LinkedIn, okay, for you to seek endorsement on certain skills. Okay, so those are the things that you want to do. Okay, get endorsement from people on the top skills that you feel that is paramount in your domain. So data analytics, you're looking at Excel, Tableau, Power BI, SQL, data wrangling, data analysis, data modeling. Look at those skill sets. Ensure that you have done your work cloud. You know what people are looking for, and then put those skill sets in there. Okay. Now, night crawlers are already stated the shine here. They said, night crawlers, let endorsement begin, please. Okay. So that's probably, we're almost wrapping up the challenge. So, guys, seek yourself, look out for yourself, endorse yourself in certain skill sets. That's how you push yourself. Okay. Now, use a custom LinkedIn URL. This is something I felt that was normal initially. I felt this was like everybody is doing this. I felt everybody does this. To be honest with you, not until I started seeing people's CV or you started looking at people's profile, and I found out that a lot of people don't have custom LinkedIn URL. A lot of people don't have it. Now, what does this help you with? It helps you with two things. Okay. First of all, with link optimization, it helps you rank better. Okay. Secondly, yes, it even helps you with your brand, your personal brand, SEO. Okay. So when somebody goes online and searches for your name, okay, in which if you're likely going to get a job for reference, what they will do is just take your name, put it on Google. What would appear if they type your name on Google? You find out that without you doing this, you would hardly rank. Okay, you will hardly see the profile. So what you want to do, we're talking about not even ranking on Google this time around, but on LinkedIn, is use custom URL. Now, what's an example of a custom URL? Let me show you mine. Okay, so it's very easy to do. I think it's one of the easiest tasks that you will do today. All right, so you see it here. If I click here on you see it here. It is www.linkedin.com/in/epro So that's my last name and my first name. And then you want to do it, it's your own. You can put your first name and your last name. It really doesn't matter. All right. So you see there, that is the custom URL for Efemera. So if I copy this and I paste it anywhere, people see my name, people know this is me, and that's what you want to appear. You see a lot of people will see www.linkedin.com/in/0111222271 #72771. I mean, uh, you already know exactly what we are heading to. Okay, so you want to have a custom profile URL. So what you want to do is the steps are there also. Go to your profile on top of the right section, click on public profile and URL and make changes. So what you want to do is simple. Once you go to your profile, you click on this, you click on view profile, it takes you to your profile. On the top right corner, you see it here, public URL, public profile and URL. Click on the pen. Okay, it takes you to this page. Okay, what you want to do is you see edit your custom URL. So click on the pen again. So and just change it to your name. That's all you need to do. First name, last name, first name. As long as it is your name, please put it there. Okay, all right, that would help you significantly. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do to rank better on LinkedIn. Okay, so now the other part is where to get remote jobs. Now, if you go through all that, okay, you would likely start to rank better, get endorsement, add the skills, add your tagline, add your value, add your profile picture, your banner, ensure everything stands out. If you are looking to, I would say you can look at my profile. My profile there's still some things that I took out intentionally. So I will probably share with you some profiles that you need to look at in order for you to also use as a benchmark. Okay, use as a benchmark. So that's what I would say you should do. All right. Job description, your experience. Please ensure that you have a job experience in there. Okay. Please ensure, even though it's 2, 3, at least 3. If you can get 3, if you can't get 3, please put what you have there, please put it there. All right. And if possible, ensure that you don't have that no brand, no brand logo in there. Ensure you have a brand logo in there. Okay, so even if the company doesn't do it, you can help them, you can assist them in doing it. Okay, putting their brand logo in there. Okay, same thing with schools, same thing with anything that you have. Okay, so so that's it. So now talking about a bit of why we get you to post. Okay, and I'll tell you why. It's because it has worked for me in my past. Okay, in my past experience, me looking for opportunities and all that. That's the same reason why we ask you to post. Okay, the more eyeballs you get, the better for you. So if you look at me now, for example, I used to do a lot of posts when I was looking for job opportunities or trying to transition. You see quite a number of posts in there. All right, you see me. This is me where I just random projects that I felt. Now there were no places like Amdari before. Okay, where I could get data. So I had to do the hard work of looking for data to analyze data and so on. So you know more eyeballs to your profile, the better. So building the public is very, very important. So a lot of people are talking about portfolio, 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 portfolio. Your LinkedIn profile could be your portfolio, is your portfolio, should be your portfolio. Okay. So when people search for you and they go to post, you see anybody, let me just pick a random person today. All right. You'll be lucky enough if I pick a random person. Let me pick one of our, winners. I think Emisi Olua. Emisi is Emisi in the house. Emisi, are you here? Let me see if it's Emisi here. Emisi. Emisi Olua Cecilia. Yes, that's her name. Emisi Olua. Emisi Olua is going to make. She's going to cook, so she's not responding to me. Okay. So this is Emisi Olua. Okay. So uh, wonderful. I think she has a good one. See, I think yeah, quite determined with her profile, to be honest. All right. So what most people will do, most recruiter will do, is look at your activities. Your activities should be cleared out on the kind of things that you have done. So if they see the kind of projects you've worked on, the kind of repository of things that you've done, this also stands as a work repository. And that's why most times you see a lot of people recommending that you put your LinkedIn profile in your CV. Okay, it's also if you have a standout profile like this where you are constantly engaging, where you're constantly writing, you're constantly posting about things within your domain, within your expertise, it gives you that brand value. Okay, so you don't want somebody to go to your profile and the things that they see there is inspirational, somebody riding a bicycle or water, and you like it as inspiration. It's only inspiration that you use to like. That's the only thing that you like and you comment on. I mean, that's not impactful. So your LinkedIn profile can and should be your repository of projects that you worked on. And that's why I was talking about myself. It is mine. Okay. So if you look at mine also, I still need to do a little bit of work, to be honest with you. I used to do a lot of posts before, okay, but now I think I am 5x busier now. So I don't do as much post as I used to post. So you see, this was when I was in Nigeria. I did an hackathon, okay, in Nigeria. Won the hackathon, took first place. I did a post about it, remembering all the days I used to work hard. Okay. But now I would say I'm working hard, but I don't do a lot of publicity anymore. Okay. But I just want to go down to the bottom where I have see me, this is me, building a computer vision application, posting it online. The first one I actually did, the first computer vision project I worked on was when I did that. Okay. And I was reached out to by a startup in the UK. At that time, I was working in Ireland. Okay, I did that project. I think this was a video actually. All right, and one recruiter in the UK reached out. Okay, that they had a position to fill, computer vision engineer. Yeah, obviously we did the interview, talked about the things I've done. Even though I was still getting started in that place, they offered. There was an offer. that they themselves, they don't know what they are doing. It's a startup. Okay, so if we can do the research together, build something together, and that's how I got an opportunity to work as a computer vision engineer. All right, so I used to do a lot of posts back then. Okay, from projects I worked on, post it online. Those are the things that your profile should be your repository of projects that you can work on. Okay, so let's talk about remote jobs now. So you have a stellar profile on LinkedIn. How do you get remote jobs? Now, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I think this is something that you can actually do. I'm gonna talk about some of the top places that you should look out for. Okay. Should I breeze through these or should I run through it? Should I take my time or should I run through it?
Take your time, please.
All right, so I should take my time. Okay. All right, let's talk about remote job opportunity. Popular remote job sites that you need to take note of today. Number one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the number one for now. Okay. And I'll tell you why. Because majority of employers still use LinkedIn to hire. Okay. Let me show you how you can use LinkedIn to get a remote job. All right. So let's start with LinkedIn. Boom. So let's say job opportunities. I'm going to click here and I'm going to look at data analyst. Let's start with data analyst. Okay. All right. And the number one place I would say you should look out for is the United States. Okay. So if you're going to be looking for a job, remote job, I would always recommend you look for that in the United States. So data analyst. Okay. All right. And give me a second. In terms of location, I'm going to say United States of America. Okay. Not about United States of America. All right, so this is job opportunities for data analysts in the United States. Okay, that's what it is at the moment. Now, what you want to do is you see the remote filter option over here, remote. Click on that, and you click on remote, fully remote, fully remote. Click on that remote, then click on show result. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. These remote jobs, some of them want you to be in the US. They want you to reside in the US to get a job, in order for you to work remotely. So it's remote, it's a remote opportunity, but they want you to be within the US. So you could be in Maryland, you could be in Texas, you could be in Philadelphia, you could be anywhere, New York, Washington, you could be anywhere, but you have to be in the US to work remotely. Okay? Now, the flip side is you don't know the company that is doing that. You don't know unless they put it there. Now, this one is remote, for example, but they didn't specify if you have to be in the country or you don't have to be in the country. So that's why I tell most people, and I'll tell you also, is apply. Apply for it. As long as they put it as remote, please apply. I have a stellar CV. We did a CV session a couple of weeks back, 2 weeks back. Okay, build a very good profile, tailor your CV to the job role, apply for the job. Okay, unless even if they specify, still apply. Okay, so I am of the opinion that if they don't reject you, why are you rejecting yourself? Okay, so if you apply, there is a 50% chance they might consider you. Okay, there's a 50% chance they might consider you. But if you don't apply, 100%, they can't even consider you. It's impossible for them to reach out to you. But if you even try to apply, you have a 50% chance of them calling you. It's 50 chance. It's either they call you or they don't call you. Okay? So if they don't call you 50%, they call you 50%. So which one would you take? I'll take 50%. I'll take my chances anytime, any day. And that's what I tell you now, and I'll tell you again. As long as this is remote in the US, please apply. Okay, so you have the senior data analyst, you have data analysts. So these are remote jobs in the United States. Now, the good thing about this is giving you for the United States. Now, once you finish from the United States, okay, what do? I'll go to Canada. So you see how I've moved from the United States and I've moved to Canada. Now, these are remote jobs in Canada. Business intelligence, data analytics that you can apply to. The same situation. Some of them want you to be in Canada. Some of them don't even want you to be anywhere else in Canada. They want you to be in that geographical location. If it's in Toronto, they want you to be in Toronto. If you are in Montreal, they want you to be in Montreal. Even though it's going to be remote, you don't need to come to the office, but they just want you around. So in case something happens, you can actually fall into the office and do what they want to do, team bonding exercises and all that. So the, you don't know until you apply. So that's what I'll tell you again. Apply. Don't reject yourself before they reject you. Okay, so if they reject you, fine. I mean, there are other opportunities there. Go and apply. All right. So once you finish from Canada, you apply for jobs in Canada. What do you do again? Are you done for today? You're not done. I mean, there are jobs also in the Netherlands. Okay, that you could also try to latch into data analyst position in Netherlands. So you see, I'm from one job board, which is LinkedIn. But I've gone to how many countries now? I've gone to 3 countries looking for remote jobs. Okay? So when people say there are no remote jobs, I mean, have you tried? Have you tried to apply? Have you done this? Have you tried to do this? And that's what you can actually do. Okay, so from Netherlands, okay, I'm looking for job. I'm looking for job. United Kingdom, the same thing. Try the same thing for United Kingdom. United Kingdom is a bit. I know people that have gotten jobs, remote jobs in the UK, but they have to do a lot of work to get those jobs. Okay, the UK and is not very friendly. I would say that to remote job opportunities. But you see places like Australia, fantastic. US, very great. Netherlands, great. You know, other European countries, very great. You're looking at places like Germany, no, not Germany. Sorry, Poland, you have places like there are some European countries that work very well, okay, in terms of remote job opportunities. You want to look at that. But we also have a place for your remote. You see, Europe remotely. So Europe remotely allows you to search for remote jobs across Europe. So now let's take a look at that briefly, okay? Because we talked about Europe. So why not look at jobs in Europe? Okay, Europe remotely. Okay, Europe remotely. Okay, you click on EU remote jobs. The home takes you to Europe, and you search. So let's say data analyst, okay, or data scientist. Okay, search for it. So you see 100% remote jobs, and you keep looking at not so much of this within this. This is not the set I'm looking for. Sorry. Remote jobs in Europe, we work remotely, Euro remote, and all that. So search for work remote jobs, okay? And you see Euro remotely, gives you the search for jobs that you could actually do working remotely from the convenience of your house, okay? Search for the keyword, put in the word, apply for the job. Like I said, if they don't reject you, don't reject yourself. So apply, get the rejection. Don't feel bad about the rejection because it is normal. Okay, it's absolutely normal. Okay, so that's Europe remotely. Another, I'll tell you my favorite places. LinkedIn is number one for me. All right. Another very good place I use, I would recommend is Flex Jobs. Flex Jobs. Now with Flex Jobs, it comes with you need to subscribe. Okay, unfortunately. Now, but it's still one of like I would say it's still one of the most active places that I would recommend because um it allows you to work worldwide. There's a particular search there that is work from anywhere in the US. That's if you're in the US and you want to get a job in the US working remotely, that's the first option. Now, work from anywhere in the world. So you can be in your village in Asamba, you're still fine. You could be in your village in Kwara State or Kogi or anywhere in the world. You are fine. Work from anywhere in the world. So now with that particular feature, you need to pay for it. So you won't get any good updates with the non-paid platform. Okay. So you need to it's actually paid, but you'll get quite a number of opportunities using FlexJob. Okay. Now the other one is next one I'm going to talk about is I'll talk about Glassdoor and I'll talk about that. All of them are there: working nomads, Indeed, Skip to Drive, remote. I'll talk about Glassdoor, Well Found, and Built In. Built In. These are the last three I'll talk about. Glassdoor, very easy to use. I think we're all familiar with Glassdoor. Okay. All right. So what you're gonna do also is search for jobs. This is defaulted to Scrum Master. Okay, so I'm gonna search for, let's say, data engineer role, engineer. Okay, location, the same thing I would always say, start from the US, so it's United States. Now, the good thing about it is the jobs on LinkedIn are not the same that you find on Flex. They're not the same you find on Glassdoor. They're not the same as what you find. So you have different job sites, different job roles that you can apply to. More opportunities for you, don't you think? All right. So now looking at data engineering in the United States, what you want to do is remote only. There's an option there for remote only. Click on remote only, takes you to only remote jobs for data engineers in the US. Please apply. Unless they categorically specify, you see what location, you remote. Unless they categorically specify that you need to be in the US to work in this role. So if they don't say it, even if they say it, they still apply. Okay, all right, and something can work for you. Okay, so those are the things that you need to do. So this is for Glassdoor. The same thing. If it's data analyst, please click on data analyst. Okay, all right, search for the data analyst and do what? Click on remote only. It recommends only remote jobs for data analysts in the US. When you finish from the US, you go to Australia. Okay, Australia, and you look for the same jobs. You're looking for what? You're looking for data analysts in Australia, remote only, gives you remote role. So you see, when they say people say that, and that's the key sort of learning an in-demand skill that you can literally be in your convenient part of Lagos, in Abuja, anywhere in Nigeria, and you apply for jobs globally. So you're not limited to just opportunity within your local environment. You're also looking for jobs outside the country. All right. So that's Glassdoor. I'm going to talk about Well Found real quick. Well Found, I would say Well Found is one of the major places people use. It's almost the same thing with built-in. They're very, I would say they almost have the same concept. Now, what Well Found does is it takes startup jobs, okay, startups in the US, majorly in the US, okay, startup. So the popular startups that you know, the likes of TikTok, the likes of Snapchat, the likes of major startups that you know are all on the platform recruiting for talent. So what you want to do is find your next job. This is also, you need to create a profile. I don't, there's no subscription aspect of it, but if there is a subscription aspect, I would say you probably subscribe to get more features. Okay. All right. So you see here, you literally have a part that is data and analytics jobs. So data analytics, data science, data engineering, you find your jobs here. So you see it here. This is for Okta, okay? Senior data engineer. This is a data engineer. This is senior data engineer. If I click on view all analytical jobs, you see they're all jobs here. So you see it here. And these are majorly startups in the US. So these are where you can actually start to, apply for jobs, data analytics, data science. So if I look for data, let's look for data scientist, okay? So there are data scientist jobs. I'm going to click on search, okay? Quite a number of roles in there. So if you have to, if you want to get a premium access to it, you probably have to pay for it, okay? But guaranteed, the more opportunities like you have, more opportunities you apply to, the better for you. Last one I'm going to talk about is built-in, built-in.com. So you see latest tech jobs personalized for you. Okay, so you also want to specify, I would specify the United States, okay, not the kingdom, United States. I would search for the keyword, let's say data analyst, okay, analyst. Remote jobs, obviously. I only want remote jobs, just remote. I don't want in office or hybrid. I want fully remote, and I'm going to search for jobs. Now, this will give you also majorly startups in the US. Okay, will come here to recruit for talent. So you see, some of them will tell you remote US specifically, remote US. They want you to be in the US to apply for that job. So they want you to be somewhere in the US. Let's take a look at it real quick. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. Applicants must be based in the United States. So this one categorically specifies it. But what would I say? If I see this and I know I can do it, I will apply. regardless. Okay, 4 years of experience in data analysis role, 4 years hands-on experience working with SQL, 2 years professional analytics experience working with BI tools, comfortable working with multiple TB, cloud data warehouse, and so on and so forth. So you see some of the things that you projects you can work on Amdari, you'll find out you can leverage those experience, those project experience in applying for these job roles. All right, so we've looked at built-in, we've looked at well-found, we've looked at Glassdoor, Flex Jobs, Europe remotely, LinkedIn, and you see there are quite a number of them still there. You have remote.co, you have remote OK, you have Job Espresso, you have Indeed, you have Skip the Drive. Working Nomads, another fantastic place to go to, okay, for you to get remote jobs. So, if you've enjoyed yourself so far, guys, I want you to drop a one in the chat. Let me see. Let me see the ones coming in. Oh, I can see all the thumbs up. Okay, fantastic. All right, fantastic, fantastic. I love that. I love it. Okay, so and that's the benefit of you being a part of I'm Darren. Okay, because we're going to be having all the sessions, exposing to you, spilling the tea, giving you as much information as you can to see how you can also get started. And guess what, guys? This is just the beginning, okay, of other opportunities. So we're working strategically to see how we can get people opportunities in this critical domain, data analytics, data science. We're likely going to be expanding more to other tech career paths. But we're starting with this to test run so many opportunities. So for remote opportunities, we're looking for majorly for remote opportunities for Africans, for Nigerians, for Ghanaians, for literally anywhere in the world. How could you get remote experience in all these domains that we talked about? So those are the things that you need to stick around with in order for us to get to where we're going to. So on this note, this is where I'm going to join the question on my own slides, okay? And I would hand over to Omowumi to talk about, internship partners and any other thing about the 21-day challenge, okay? So Omowumi, are we good?
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for that session, sir. And I believe you all got value from this session. Please, I would like to see reactions if you learned anything. I would also like to see comments. So, yeah, so I see a couple of people saying thank you, Ifimena. It's so great to have you guys on this call. So quickly, I'll share my screen so that we can, wrap up. I believe we've already taken your time. Okay, so you can see my screen, right? It's already up. Okay. So as we all know, the challenge is coming to an end tomorrow. And at the very start of this, one of the things that we communicated was, in addition to the cash prizes that people will win, that's first place, second place, and third place, people will also get opportunity for internship placement. So we've actually been doing a lot of work in the background, and we've been able to, seal a couple of partnerships
Mommy,
with.
sorry. Can you allow
Yes,
me
sir.
to share my screen real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Sorry. I think I'll just put it from my side. Apologies. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. You can go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. So, as I was saying, so we've actually been able to seal a couple of partnerships, more still coming. So, we'd just like to introduce you to a couple of brands that we have finalized the discussions with. We have Hospital Connect, we have University, we have Fleek, we have Mustard Seed. Mustard Insights. We have the Casting Place. We have quite a number of companies that will be joining us in this journey. So by that I mean these are companies that you get to work with. So for the guys leading in the past 2-3 weeks, because the third week is almost over. So for the guys leading, you can see your prospective companies right here. So I don't know who's excited, because I am. I'm so excited. I mean, we actually made, we all worked so hard. You guys, showing up every day, posting daily, making sure that you stay consistent and committed. It is so good to see. We see posts. I mean, when I saw Beji or Baji. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing your surname right. You could tell that I knew your first name. You just wrote B. That's to tell you guys that we're tracking, we monitor, we see you guys daily, and we see your posts. Yes. So it's so good that you guys are really consistent. I also asked at the start of this who started with us at the first week and is still here. And it was so good to see that quite, I mean, everybody that even typed in said they started in the first week. I know some people joined us midway, but they were still able to catch up to the best of their ability. So it's so good. So these are our hiring partners. At the end of the competition, it ends tomorrow. So by Monday, Tuesday, we'll be releasing the final leaderboard. So also more communication will be following in line with winnings, first place, second place, third place, and all of that. So sir, please let's go to the next slide.
Sorry, just to write on what you said. Apologies. Yeah, so we've secured this partners, okay, to take the top leaders, the top guys from the internship program, okay, like what a moment I said. So just a little bit of we're still going to be having a session with them next week. Okay, so the CEOs or the top leaders, the top executive with this organization would likely come to speak about, why they are taking people, okay, the role that you'll be feeling, and so on and so forth. So Mustard Insight is a data repository platform, for data in Africa, changing the way people think about data in Africa. So when you think about data in Africa, you find out that, oh, there's no data in Nigeria, there's no data anywhere in Africa. So who are these people that are changing this perspective? It's Mustard Insights, okay? PenUp is Pension Fund Operators Association of Nigeria. So it's a not a regulator, but it's an association for pension funds administrators in Nigeria. Also a very reputable organization. Flick is a fintech platform, okay, based off in Nigeria, okay, but very, very disrupting the fintech space also. University is an educational technology platform, helping people transition into the tech space and also located in the UK. All right. And they've always been working with businesses, upskilling and also putting people, getting people within the tech space essentially. Hospital Connect, we have DBD Africa, which is Destructive by Design. Also, a revolutionary platform to help people, within the innovation and strategy space, using data to make more sense. Hospital Connect, also a fantastic platform, also if a med tech platform, medical technology platform. Okay, we have kind of latest educational technology. We have the casting place, which is also, for guys within the movie industry and all that. So, and that also, it was so sweet for us to see how people engage. Okay, that we said, okay, do you know what? We need to take some people within the team. So those are the things that we have noticed. And guess what, guys? These are not the only people. We're still expecting response from some of the people. We're finalizing some even to date. Okay, and we might actually add more to these people before the end of the occasion itself. So, like, going back to exactly what I said earlier, we are looking to build a platform where people can gain experience, work on project, and actually get that internship experience or get that real life experience with an actual organization. So those are the things that we're putting in play. Amomi, yes, please over to you.
Thank you for that addition, sir. So this is the leaderboard that we have for the first week and the second week. So you see how people performed over time. We have Kashmir leading in the first week. Then we have Imisiolua leading in the second week. Then the third week leaderboard will be released in the next 2-3 days. So performance so far for the week 3, so we see the leaderboard that we have from Monday to Thursday. That's not the final leaderboard, obviously. It's just how you all have performed in the first 4 days 4 days of week 3. So it's just to motivate you, to let you know your place on the leaderboard and, ginger you to finish strong. If you still want to secure your place and outperform Imisiolua, because she's currently leading, if you want to outperform her, you have to post. Thankfully, you're on this session. It adds to your XP. Just post. I mean, the next tomorrow is the final day, so you never can tell. You still can outperform her. So it's very important to win in the first week or second week or third week, because that means something. That means something very significant, actually. Okay, so moving on, we just wanted to show you an overview of that, and to keep things transparent as we proceed. Okay, then we have the final. So do you want to add something here?
Kind of
Okay.
ceremony. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, we have the final ceremony right here on the 3rd of August. You can call it the passing out parade, or you can call it graduation ceremony or whatnot. But yeah, the celebration is happening on 3rd. Please mark your calendars. We're going to be awarding the cash prizes on that day. We're going to also be announcing who gets what and where. By that I mean internship placement. We also, just like Ifemena rightly mentioned, we'll be bringing the hiring partners on the call so that you guys will get to meet them, know why they are taking you. They will also let you know their industry. We have healthcare, we have film industry. We pretty much ensure that it's diverse, right? We have the data industry as well, fintech, pretty much all of them. So you get to I would attend to questions after this shortly. I see your question right there. All right, let's move to the next slide, sir. Okay, so what's next? What next? What next? We have internship placements. Apologies. We have internship placements, and thank you. We have internship placements, and this is for us to place you with top organizations. One of the things that we actually mentioned at the start of this competition, and even at the start of launching Amdari, is our commitment to ensuring that employment is actually made possible for people in the data space. Now, we realized one thing. It's not like there are no companies with data and stuff like that, but a couple of them still need some level of data literacy. So we also want to ensure that we create that room for you to get hired by more organizations. We're going to get into that. But internship placements, we gave our word and we're sticking to it. We've secured internship hiring partners, like we rightly mentioned. The next thing is data competitions. So for Amdari, it's not a one-off activity for us. After one event or activity, we create room for more people to benefit. We know that not everybody was able to participate in this, so we have something that we are working on, and that is the Amdari data competition. This competition is structured like hackathon. It's going to be massive. It's a big deal, and we have so much more in store for that. Just see this 21 days data challenge as warm up, as Amdari trying to introduce itself into the market and to let you know what we are really here for. The data competitions will be bigger and definitely massive, like I said. Then the data literacy aspect is also an opportunity to ensure that top organizations are data literate, and that's so that more jobs are created for data professionals. If I, as a founder, don't know the need for data in my company, or I don't even know that I have a data I need to analyze, I'll definitely not see a reason why I should hire a data professional, right? So if we educate more company owners, it opens door for you to get more jobs. It opens door for us to have more job vacancies posted for, yes, for data professionals, and that way we're reducing the number of people who are unemployed after either working on projects on Amdari, for instance, or after taking a data professional a data course. So that's the goal for us. We pretty much just want to be that intermediary between the hiring companies and the data professionals. Then we're also working on the job board. So while we're having this session, if Imena showed you guys how you can search for job opportunities online, one of the things that we're working on at Amdari is a job board. It's pretty much going to be a centralized platform where you can see different job opportunities from different countries. You can easily filter as well, and they are pretty much going to be focused on remote opportunities so that you can apply, get those jobs without going here and there, everything. So Amdari is just going to be your one-stop shop for everything that has to do with your career advancement, continuous learning, and landing those job opportunities. So these are the things we're working on at Amdari. Okay, thank you. So can you move to the next slide, please? Thank you. So I'll be reading questions that I see here. Please, I want to know what happens afterwards because I would want to keep learning. So I believe what I just said answers your question. If it doesn't, please let me know. There are still much more activities that will be going on at Amdari. Again, it's not, we're not closing the group after this competition or this challenge. It's still active and the platform is still there for you to easily access at any day and at any time. Someone was asking a question on the group yesterday around if I'm not able to finish a project I'm working on till the last day of the challenge, will I still be able to keep working on it? And I'm like, yes, you can still submit, you can still finish, you can still start a new project afresh. So Amdari is not just all about the data challenge alone. We are actually here for continuous value addition and all of that. So please let me know if that answers your question. Sorry, Onyechuku, you said you have a question. Please go ahead. I don't see you type yet. Um, After this competition, will we expect another one? So I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, Mpai, but yes, I answered that as well. We still have Amdari data challenges. This one is going to be like hackathon. It's massive. It's going to be in sponsorship. Sponsored by top organizations, and communication around that will be put out pretty soon as we go. Okay, so Christy says, please, I want to know. Okay, I have answered that. So this person says, could you share more light on the subscription on Amdari? So yes, the platform is going to be paid, but trust me, it is going to be very, very affordable. You can either pay per project or you pay per month, pay per you can choose the biannual payment or you can choose the annual payment. It all depends on how you want it to be. But like I said, it is very, very affordable. It's going to be active and live on the platform from 1st of August. So stay glued, and like I said, it's not going to be something that is too expensive for you to afford. Then Stream says, please, I really want to keep up with the project I'm working on. You still have access. Amdari is not just here for the challenge. We're here for the long game. You can always access it using the website URL that you already have. Taiwo says, thanks, Amdari. Adediran David says, will verifying my LinkedIn account give me an edge? Well, it adds to your it adds to the advantage for you, definitely. So just keep posting, keep building in public, and ensure that you position as a thought leader, right? Just like Ifemena said, we all started as learners at some point. We're all at that beginning stage at one point, and it's just from posting consistently, talking about what you know, that makes people perceive you as a thought leader. So just keep sharing knowledge, keep learning. I mean, learning is just the goal, right? So Shaitan Shekoni says, please, what happens to the internship opportunities if someone placed in the top three? For someone placed in the top three twice, can it go to fourth position? Okay, so we are going to be communicating that subsequently, but here's the thing, right? For the grand prize at the end of the day, it is going to be a cumulative of your performance over the 3 weeks. That was why we kept communicating the importance of continuous posting. For every week, we start afresh, yes, but at the end of the day, there is still a grand winner, and that's the grand top three winners, right? And that is going to be based on how you have performed over time. So someone like Kasmir was first place in week one, then he was second place in week two. Sorry, third place in week two. Imisiolua was second place in week two. She was in top three in week one. Then right now, based on what we have, she's still leading. So if we do the cumulative, you know where everybody's going to fall at the end of the day. Obviously, you cannot get to internship placements. You're just one person. So but like I said, that's why we have a couple of companies as internship as hiring partners. So more communication will be done. And we mentioned also that we will be picking randomly. We'll be picking someone randomly based on how active they are. It's possible you don't make top three at any point, but you were just active, you were just posting, you were just really committed to the journey. It would be nice to have such a person awarded. And again, we see everybody, we know everybody, so we will not make a mistake. So please, if again there is still one day to go, you can make a mark, you can make a difference. Because Shaitan, I know you dropped after the first week, so it's important to keep being consistent. You can still do so well in the next 24 hours that we have, or 30 hours thereabout. So this question is from Gaki. Do you mean we continue without paying? Yes, right now you can continue without paying. You still have about 4 days. Today's 27th. We have 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, that's around 4 days. Again, the paid version is very, very affordable, guys. There is no reason to panic or be scared that maybe you will not be able to use it again, right? So um okay, Christy says my explanation answers the question. Thank you. All right. I'm not sure we'll be able to take we have a lot of questions right here. So guys, you can drop the remaining in the group. I'll definitely attend to it. Othman, I see your hand raised. I would allow you speak. So please, I'd like to hear you. Oh, I see a couple of hands raised actually. So please go ahead. We won't be taking too much of your time anymore because we've so I'll just take two people, please. I'll just take two people,
All right.
guys.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable run. I mean, since day one, it's been a very very resourceful time for me, and the skills I've built over the course of the whole 21 days is truly remarkable. I mean, they are all value packed. Information I never knew before that I'm just getting to know now. So my question is in two parts. One is on the LinkedIn optimization. So I want to ask, how do you get verified? I mean, which type of ID do you need to get verified? And the second question is about the Amdari's platform. Mm, can we have a sneak peek into how much it costs, to get subscribed to the paid version?
Okay. Okay, for the paid version, definitely we did a lot of review. Okay, just because based on what we have observed also with the challenge itself, we've seen that we want to attract more people so that we can work together, build more things together. Okay, so in terms of price points, it's not going to be very expensive. It's going to be very, very affordable in terms of subscription and paying for the project. It's going to be very, very affordable. So we understand quite a number of economic challenges, and the goal for us is, like we said, is to get more people opportunities globally, not just within Nigeria, not just within Africa, but literally across the world. Okay, so those are the things that we want to do, and we have obviously we've put out into the pricing plan and all that. Okay, so that's still quite a number of things that we're going to be doing. Omar, we talked about the job board. So what we're going to do also is, rather than you going to all these job boards to look for remote jobs, can you look for a one-stop shop, a platform where you can go to get all these job boards from five, six, seven, rather than going to six different places. Go to one place that has all the job boards, that has all the links to all the jobs. Okay, so we're working extensively on that other aspect. So these are the opportunities you're going to be getting if you subscribe to the platform. So job opportunities, internship opportunities, and so much more. Okay, so those are the things that we're putting to play anyways. Okay, which month? So for pricing, definitely we would unveil the prices next week. That's on the 3rd of August. So take a look out for that during the onboarding, during the um wrap up process. Okay, the end ceremony. Okay, personal parade, like Momi called it. Okay, we would then go ahead to tell you about the pricing, about more things that we're looking to implement in the next couple of months. Okay, to say you can be a part of it. So this is, like I said, like Omumi said, this is still very, very, this is the lowest version that you will get on the platform. So there's still going to be additional things that we're going to be looking for. And if there are other ways anybody wants to, you want to partake or you want to help, send us a message. We'll be happy to see how we can put you on board with some of the things that we're looking to build. Okay. Anyways, thanks a lot for that wonderful question, Utman. Appreciate it. Um,
Yeah, about the LinkedIn verification.
Yeah.
LinkedIn verification. Okay. Oh, LinkedIn. When you talk, I think there's a process you go through to get LinkedIn verification. Okay, and in terms of verification, I don't know if I even have mine verified. I'm not too sure, but you have to subscribe. Either you subscribe or you don't subscribe. I'm not sure what the plan is for LinkedIn verification. Um, I think I'm not sure if you have to pay for it. To be honest, I really don't know. I'll probably have to do a research into that to let you know what the case might be. I'll probably send a message to the group so that you can use that. Okay, but for all the platforms, social media platforms, you'd likely have to subscribe to verification. But for LinkedIn, I don't honestly don't know. To be honest with you, it's fine.
All right,
Okay.
man.
All right. Thank you very
Right.
much.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you, Osman. So I'll take
Yes, about
the
me.
remaining.
Can we
Yes, sir.
do something else real quick? We can also just send like a Google form for people to if all the questions that they have, we'll take the question and we can respond to them via
Okay.
emails. Or what do you
All
think?
right.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
that'll be better
that's
so we
fine.
don't keep people on the call for too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, guys. Please would send a link to a Google form where you can type in your questions. So this is our closing remark. We urge you to spread the word about Amdari. I mean, you guys are already like ambassadors of the brand. We're here to actually give more value. We're working on a couple of more things. This is not the end. It's just the start of more great things that we'll be doing together. And please keep working together as a community. We want to see how the community is helping everybody grow. It's something that we are very happy to see. Reason for you guys to stop being active at your peak hour, because it's that nighttime that you guys are like very active. So keep working together, keep providing answers to questions that anyone on the community has. It's ways to grow. If any question is not see it, especially when it's not related to the website, we'll definitely attend to it. We have other guys on the team who are data professionals and have all of your answers as well. So please also send us DMs. We have people who have been doing that. We'll definitely attend to your messages. And yeah, just keep being ambassadors of the brand. We have much more things that we'll be doing. We'll have much more things I'll be posting, and see you guys at the top pretty much. And see you on 3rd of August for the ceremony. Thank you, everybody, and have an amazing evening. Bye.
Bye everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers for now.
Bye. Yeah, bye and thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.